Once again, I welcome you all to today's Azure Data Engineering and Databricks demo session. Thank you all for joining the session. I'll just give a 2 minutes introduction on our Raj Cloud Technologies and what are the courses available here and our social media handles as well. Okay, yeah. So this is our website. So we have a website called razinformatica.com. Initially, it was Raz Informatica. So after adding all our cloud technologies, like we renamed this as a Raz Cloud Technologies. You can see here, Raz Informatica is now Raz Cloud Technologies. So in our Raz Cloud Technologies, like we are offering many courses.
Karthik, we cannot hear you.
Uh, no Abhishek,
Yeah,
just I have given a pause.
okay,
Someone is like writing on screen, so
okay, yeah.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, sorry for that. So this is our website. Like we have a website called razinformatica.com. In our website, like you can see like what are the courses are available here. This is the home page. If you can just scroll down here, you can see the many courses. You can see the many courses like what are available here. GCP, Azure Data Engineering and Databricks, Power BI, AWS DevOps, Snowflake, Python full stack training, Informatica Power Center, Informatica Cloud IICS IDMC, Python for AI and ChatGPT, Advanced Java, Core Java, and Tableau training. So these are the courses offered by Raj Cloud Technologies. If you can just like see here in the interview section and the material section, we have added like many useful interview questions to you. Power Center, Snowflake, AWS, Oracle, IICS, IDMC CAI. Okay, so all these like interview questions like you can access for free of cost. Okay, and you can access the materials as well. So you can see like many useful materials also available in our website. Power Center, Informatica IICS, types of tasks in IICS, Unix, Oracle, data warehouse materials, and many more. Okay, we are planning to start a new courses as well. So like we have three more upcoming new courses starting in the next month. That is cybersecurity, SAP, and another one is so this GCP. GCP was newly introduced already, and the batch is starting from 14th of 14th of March. Okay, so these are the few new courses that introduced in Raj Cloud Technologies. And we have a YouTube channel as well. I'll be sharing the website link in the chat box. You can browse here. Yes. And we have a YouTube channel as well. That is like Raj Informatica real-time hands-on job-based training. So like in these, like we have 35.2K subscribers and many useful videos that we have uploaded here. If you can just go to the video section, you can see like many useful videos are available here. That is on Informatica Cloud, IICS, IDMC, AWS DevOps, Power BI. Okay, so a Snowflake in the combination of DBT and ADF. Okay, so all these useful videos are available here. So just browse the videos. Like if you like the content, just subscribe, like, and comment on it. I'll be sharing. I'll be sharing this link as well. I'm sharing a chat box. Yes. So if you can just search as Raj Informatica or Raj Cloud Technologies in the Chrome, you can see here. You can see our business page here. Okay. So if you can just click on View all Google reviews. If you can just click on view all Google reviews, you can check out the Google reviews here. Okay, so we have an reviews of like 1421, 1421 reviews are there. So out of 5 stars, like we have an average of 4.9 stars rating we have. You can check out all the reviews here. Okay, so how they got beneficiated after taking these trainings and all, you can check out here. Okay, yes, this is all about the introduction here. And now I'm just coming to this Azure Data Engineering and Databricks. Okay, so today is a demo session. Today is our first demo session on Azure Data Engineering and Databricks. So I'll just give a few details regarding the course now. Later on, our trainer like Abhishek Garu, so he will explain in detail. Okay, yes. So generally, like we designed this course for 4 months. Okay, so the first 2 months it will be on Azure Data Engineering, and the second 2 months it will be on Azure Databricks. Okay, So today, we have a demo session on both data engineering and Databricks as well. Okay. In data engineering, we will be covering Data Factory, Synapses and Analytics, Microsoft Fabric, and the Databricks basics too will be covering here. And in detail of Databricks also covered here in the next 2 months. In these in detail of Databricks basics to advanced course, here we are also going to cover the complete lakehouse architectures, Medellin architecture. Okay, so big data processing using Spark optimization techniques, like all these things will be covered. Okay. Yes. So this course is like a completely end to end from basics to advanced. All the topics will be covered. Okay. So basics to advanced, all the topics will be covered here. Real-time interview questions, 5 real-time projects. Okay. So we are going to cover a 5 real-time projects also in this training. Okay. So this will be like a hands-on advantage for you here. So like where you can access these five projects, and you can just get the complete hands-on experience on these 5 projects too. Okay. Yes. So this course duration is, the data engineering batch course duration is 50 plus days. Okay. And the Databricks course duration is 50 plus days. As I told you, it is a 4 months training. As I said you, like it is a 4 months training. So we'll be covering all these data engineering in the first 2 months, and the second 2 months we'll be covering the Databricks. Okay. And the class timings are evening 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. IST. Okay. And coming to the weekly basis, we will be having 4 classes in a week. 4 classes in a week. That is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, so you will be having holidays on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so you will get enough time to practice each and every session. Okay, yes. And coming to the fee structure and all, generally we charge 20,000 rupees for each course. That is, for data engineering we charge 20,000 rupees, and the Databricks we charge 20,000 rupees. Okay, if you can stay till end of the session, you will get some better price as well. You'll get some better discount here, so that you can plan about your enrollment and all. Okay. Yes. And whoever enrolls this Azure Data Engineering and Databricks training, you will be given a complimentary course as well. That complimentary course is Oracle SQL. Okay, so you'll get a 15 hours of free Oracle course as well here, so that if you don't have the Oracle knowledge also, you can get it here, no problem. And coming to the payment details and everything, I'll be helping you at the end of the session. As I told you, there is some special offer, special discount will be given. Okay, so if you continue till the end of the session, you are going to know about this offer and all. Okay. And the one more highlight point of this session is, so we have newly added Microsoft Fabric few topics as well. Okay, Microsoft Fabric as well introduced now in our Azure Data Engineering program. Okay, so that it will be like an added advantage to you, because this Fabric is trending right now. So our trainer Abhishek Gaurav will help you for the further details and all. Okay, yeah. And for more details, you can just browse our page as well. I'm sharing the page link. I'm sharing the page link in the chat. Someone texted me they cannot see my screen. Just a second. Yeah, hope you can see my screen again. So if not, just text me in the chat box, please. If not, just text me in the chat box, please. So in our website, if you can just go to the courses section here. So you can just click on Azure. You can just click on Azure here, so that you'll come to know what are the topics that we'll be covering, and the complete details of the course is given here. Complete details of the course is given here, and you can see the certifications and everything. You can check out here. Okay. Yeah, so just stay connected till end of the session, so that you will be having, you will be coming to know about the special offer and all. Okay. And I'm just giving a 30-second break to you. I'm just giving a 30-second break to you, where you can share, your mobile number, that is a WhatsApp number, and your name in the chat box, so that my team will be adding you to the WhatsApp group, the project WhatsApp group, Azure Data Engineering and Databricks real-time project WhatsApp group. Okay. So you can share your name and the WhatsApp number as well before end of the session. my team will share you the complete. My team will share you the like a group link with you. You can just join using the link. Yeah, in the chat box, like you can select Karthik Raj Cloud Technologies. So I'm the host. So you can just like select that one and you can share your name and WhatsApp number as well. Yeah, I hope like everyone shared your contact. If not, you can just share me, no problem. Okay. So without any delay, I'll just hand over the session to Abhishek Gar, our trainer. Abhishek Gar, over to you.
All right. Thank you, Karthik. I'm sharing my screen. Give me a moment. All right, guys. So I hope the screen is visible to everyone. All right, so let's start the demo. Before starting the demo, first of all, let me introduce myself, right? So I am Abhishek Agarwal. I have done my graduation from NIT Raipur in 2016, and I have total 8 to 9 years of experience totally into Azure Cloud Technologies, right? I started as a data analyst, then done couple of like a small project in data science, and then I got a project in data engineering, and since then I'm working in this data engineering field, particularly in Azure data engineering field from past 8 years now. And I have done projects in Data Factory, in Databricks, in Synapse Analytics, and then I have done like migration projects from Hadoop to Spark cluster, and done like data processing, written data, many like data processing, done data processing using PySpark, Spark SQL, and I have trained globally around like 400 to 500 people in like 2 to 3 years duration of time. Yeah, so this is about me, and currently I am working in Aldi Sud in Germany as Azure Data Engineer, right? Um, yeah, and I give the training from the projects which I am currently doing or I have done in the past. So I try to teach what I do, right? So because I'm currently working in the industry, so I take some knowledge from my current industry and the current project and then transfer it to my students. This is what I do. Yeah, so this is a brief summary about me. So before coming to the demo, I was trying to jot down like or like general question which people have, right? So I was trying to write down all the questions. So before coming to the demo, I have written like all of this question, and generally the people have this question whenever they want to switch, right? So the agenda of the demo is your each and every question is answered, right? So that is the agenda. So now, like, I will make sure that each and every question, like while going through the demo, is answered, and then everything is clear for you, right? So now the general question is, hey, like, Azure has a job opening or not in future? Why Azure only? Why and what and why of data engineering? Then I am a fresher. I have a career gap. I have like 5 to 10 years of experience. Can I switch? How I can switch? Am I eligible? I am a Power BI background, SIS background, Informatica background, sales marketing background, non-tech background. Can I switch? Coding is required. How much coding is required? And then how we will do projects, where we'll practice, how much experience we can show, how much salary we can crack, and then how we'll approach the interview, how we'll handle scenario based question, and then all of these questions, right? So now and then what is the salary expectation, and then which certificate to go for, right? So these are the general question which you have. So I have written down all the question, and then after the demo each and every question will be answered. But if I have missed anything, and if you have something new, right, you can anyways ping in the chat and we'll take that question as well. Okay. All right. And between the demo, I will give you the chance so that you can ask questions as well. We'll take 2, 3 questions, 4 questions during the demo as well, so that you can ask question. Okay. So let's go about the demo. So first of all, and also the all of these topics can be divided into like a few subtopics. So what we'll do, like I have written like all the topics, and then and made like, so all the topics can be divided into this is small topic. So first of all, we'll cover like introduction, then we'll cover about why and what of cloud, why and what of data engineering, who can learn, coding is required or not, right? So we will go through each and every section one by one. So first the introduction part. So I have already given the introduction. Now we will start with why and what of cloud, and why particularly Azure. Okay, so so first of all we'll understand why and what of cloud, and then we'll understand why particularly Azure. Okay, so we'll understand that, and then we'll understand about why and what of data engineering after that. Okay, so so first of all, it should be very clear for you that what is cloud in general and what is data engineering, because we are learning that subject. So it should be very clear for you, like what is what, right? So let's start with cloud. So to basically go through the cloud, I will open a very small slide, and then I will give a very small example to make it very clear for you. Okay. So when I was in college, I used to use pen drive, CDs, DVDs, all of that. I no longer use them because it's difficult to maintain that particular pen drive. Like if it is corrupt, I need to go to the market, change the pen drive. If the pen drive is full, I need to go to the market, purchase a new pen drive, right? I need to maintain it, and if I want to share with my friends, I need to go to their place, share that particular pen drive, right? So I no longer use them, those pen drive, and I think the people nowadays like prefer a cloud storage, right? We try to upload things in the cloud, keep it in drive, keep it in photos, share it very easily. So it's all of these advantages. If you see, every individual is nowadays switching to the cloud. Same with the company, right? So same with the company. If every individual is switching to the cloud, what cloud provider is also doing, they are also like all the companies are also switching to the cloud because of its benefit is like it's pay as you go. Whenever you want to whenever do you want to have a cloud product, you can go to the market, you can just opt for it in the cloud. Everything will be handled by the cloud service provider. Data loss and recovery will be handled by the cloud service provider. Upgrade is very easy to collaborate. Implementation is very easy, right? So because of all of this advantage, every company is moving to the cloud. That is why cloud is important to learn. And what is cloud? Cloud is nothing but the practice of, so you're not accessing your computer, you're accessing a someone else's computer by pay as you go and our subscription method, right? So the practice of using a network of remote server hosted on internet to store, manage, and process data rather than your local computer. You're not accessing your computer, you're accessing someone else's computer on a pay as you go model, right? That is what you're doing. All right. So there are many cloud players in the market: Amazon, Microsoft, GCP, VMware, Alibaba. There are many cloud players in the market. Then you can tell me, Abhishek, which cloud to learn? You are saying many clouds are there. Which cloud to learn, right? So now I am any cloud is good, right? So if you go to the market, any cloud is good, right? So the AWS is also good, GCP is also good, right? So, but I am in this particular cloud, the Azure cloud domain from past 8 years, right? So I'm a bit biased here, to be honest, because I haven't faced any challenges while I switched my company or anything of that sort, right? So I was working in India as a Azure Data Engineer, and I switched 2 3 jobs there, and I was always getting an interview call, right? So what is important to switch? Whenever you want to switch, you are getting an interview call. That is more important. But anyways, there is a challenge to, you know, to prepare for it and all of that. But I was getting an interview call in India, and then when I wanted to go abroad from India, I started applying in the European countries and also in Dubai and in abroad, right? So I applied in 2 3 countries. I got one of the interview call from Maldives, and I got a job here as well. So it's handy. I can switch around the countries, and I can just, because there are opportunities everywhere as Azure data engineer, and this is what I felt, right? And at the same time, I have many reasons to basically prove and like I have my own reasons why Azure is better, right? So but any cloud is good, right? So you can learn, and then any cloud is good if you are focused in learning. So now if you see, like, I have many friends working in GCP and in Amazon as well at the same time. And then when I contact them, they are using everything internally. They also use a cloud product like a Microsoft. Sorry, they also use a like Office, or Microsoft has a very good offering when it comes to like the Excel, and they have very good offering, right? So every company uses a Microsoft product, so it's very easy for them to market Azure. And at the same time, Azure has a partnership with OpenAI and ChatGPT, which also makes Azure a a very good um, a player in the market. And it's bit less costly than your the AWS cloud, right? So these are the many reasons to prove that why Azure is basically better than GCP and AWS. But again, I am a bit biased because I'm in this particular cloud field from past 8 years, so I'm inclined towards Azure, to be honest, right? But this like I have many slides to prove that, and this is the cloud future. Suppose if I go over here, as your market share is increasing by 21%, the demand is also increasing, right? So if you just like, so suppose you don't need to just, suppose if I open a Naukri.com profile, Naukri.com here, for example, and if I just, so you can see the demand, like you can just like go to the Naukri.com profile, you can type Azure Data Engineer, and then you can search it, right? So you will see the job opening across, right? So there are many job opening for Azure Data Engineer, and there is a opportunity. There is like you can see that, and then the job openings are there. The cloud market share is also increasing, and then they are heavily investing in OpenAI. The pay cut is also good, and all of that, right? So that is why cloud is important. Learning data engineering is important. Sorry, learning Azure is important, right? Now let's understand why and what of data engineering in very short and sweet manner. Okay, so suppose I will go to this particular slide and I will open this. Okay, why and what of data engineering, right? So to understand, I will take a very small example. Suppose Karthik wants to open a grocery store, like a mini grocery store in Bangalore. This is what he wants to do, right? So Karthik thought that, hey, I will open 10 grocery store in Bangalore, right? So he opened it here. He is running that particular store, 10 stores from past 2 to 3 years. And then he said, Karthik said that, hey, Abhishek sir, you are already providing the training in Azure field, and I am facing a challenge. And what challenge I'm facing is, I want to like understand the sales, the gross sales, and then I want to analyze overall sales which is happening on day-to-day manner. But currently, what I'm doing, I'm collecting the Excel file from all of this, say the store manager, and then they are giving the Excel file. Then I'm collating it. Then I'm making a reports, which is a very tedious job for me. So can you suggest me that how I can make it automated? That, hey, like daily, the file should be uploaded directly to the cloud, and then like they should, and that dashboard is updated, right? So I suggested him, hey, in this particular task, you need 2 people. You need a data engineer, and also you need a data analyst, which can make you a Power BI dashboard, right? So data engineer, what data engineer will do? Data engineer will basically make a pipeline which can collect the data from all of the source system, like of the area manager, and upload to a cloud storage. And then from the cloud storage, the data engineer will write a transformation logic to basically transform the data, right? So there are many Excel files we will need to transform data. So data engineer will write the transformation logic, and then data analyst will make a Power BI report. So what data engineer task is? The data engineer task is to do extract, transform, and load. ETL job is there for data engineer, right? So data engineer will do that. What is the data engineering job? Data engineering job is to finding right data for data analysts and data scientists, developing ETL pipeline, maintaining data marts, maintaining data pipeline, making sure data quality is good, and then enhancing the performance of the pipeline, implementing the data governance, making the whole documentation, right? What is not data engineering, right? So suppose sometimes people start with CI/CD pipeline, and then they start with dashboard, they start with front-end application, they start with infrastructure and security. Yesterday, I got a call from one of the girl who is preparing for AZ104, which is not necessarily required for the data engineering, right? So you should be focused in what you're learning. Anyways, having this skill set is also better, but you should not start with this, right? You should start with the proper data engineering tools and technology, and then you can learn those tools and technology. That is more important, okay? So you should be very clear what is data engineering and what tools to focus on. Okay, so your job is to not make Power BI report. Your job is to not make infrastructure and security and all of that. Your job is to not take care of authorization, authentication, all of that. Your job is to make ETL pipeline, extract, transform, and load pipeline. That is what data engineer does. Okay. All right. So now we will go into the why and what of data engineering we learned, right? And now we'll go into the what are the tools to learn, right? What are the tools to learn? So let's go into the who can learn first, and then we'll go to the so who can learn data engineering? Anybody can learn data engineering. Okay, so anybody, as in like if you're from any of the background. So let me first describe these tools to learn, and then I will talk about like how anybody can learn, right? So now let me go to the tools to learn. So suppose here for the extract part, we use Data Factory, we use Synapse Analytics. For the cloud story, we use this data lake and then SQL Server. For transformation, we use Databricks and all of this, right? And then there is a Fabric also came into the market now, which is a combination of all of the tools, right? So ideally you should learn this all of these tools. So I have prepared another like slide which can show you what are the tools you can focus on. So you can focus on Data Factory, you can focus on this data lake storage, you can focus on SQL DB, you can focus on Databricks, DevOps, Synapse Analytics, and also Microsoft Fabric you should focus on. Okay, so you should focus on all of these tools and technology to basically prepare for Azure Data Engineering. Why you should focus on all this technology? Because the extract part is needed, the storage is needed, and also transformation is needed, right? So that is why you should focus on all of this technology with Fabric. Then once you learn all of this technology, you can again move to the advanced technology, which is Stream Analytics, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Cosmo DB, SD Inside. You can focus on that after this. But you start with Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse Analytics, Fabric, right? And then DevOps tool is there, storage is there. This is what you should focus on, okay? All right, now how anybody can learn, right? Let's talk about it now. So when I go to the Data Factory, let me show you Data Factory. So this is Data Factory, and if I open Data Factory, you can see that it is a no code machine, right? So any like you don't need to write any code here, and then you can do the data migration very easily, right? So somebody who doesn't have any coding background or doesn't have any understanding of SQL, Python, or anything of that sort, you start with this, right? This is a starter tool where it is an orchestration tool where you'll understand about, like suppose if I want to create a pipeline, right? New pipeline, copy data pipeline, I will just paste copy data activity. Then I will configure my source, I will configure the sink, and then I can move the data, right? So this is a no code tool ideally. So you can start with this, right? In that case. So now suppose if you know any sort of a coding, then you can start with Databricks. You can also start with your you can also start with Data Factory and other technology that also you can do, right? Now suppose how does the Databricks look? So suppose if I open Databricks, for example. So I'm just trying to show you the all the tools like Data Factory's orchestration tool, and then this is how Databricks looks, right? This is how Databricks looks, right? So here in Databricks is basically created by creators of Apache Spark, right? So what is Spark? Spark is open source unified engine for large scale data processing. So you can do big amount of data processing in Spark, right? So that is why Spark, so you can do big amount of data processing in Spark. So Spark, so suppose what is Spark, for example, Spark Wiki. Spark is open source unified engine for large scale data processing because you can process big amount of data using Spark because Spark does the distributed processing. What I mean by distributed processing, so if you submit a particular job in Databricks, sorry, in a Spark, it will do a distributed processing. Distributed processing means suppose if you have a problem statement, if you submit a problem statement in the Spark cluster, it will divide the job into multiple tasks. Then the processing will happen. It does the distributed processing, which means suppose one machine is not doing your job, multiple machines doing the job. So suppose if I have a job of counting box of coin, and if I distribute that particular task to multiple people, then the counting is become the faster, right? So that is what Spark does. And Spark basically created by the Spark is created by the creators of Apache. Sorry, Databricks is created by creators of Apache Spark, right? Where you can run Spark code, and here you can do many things like you can do data SQL, data engineering, machine learning, all of that you can do, right? So now let me open the slide which can basically give you the picture about.
Abhishek, Guru, sorry to interrupt you. So can you just check your chat box as well?
Yeah, all right. So here you can see. Give me a moment. All right. Give me All right, I will go a bit slow. All right, so the Databricks, what Databricks does, Databricks basically does the helps you to do the big data processing, right? So I will open this slide to. So in Databricks, what we can do data warehousing, we can do data engineering, we can do stream processing, we can also do data science and ML because it's a one-stop solution for everything, right? So here you can do data warehousing, you can do data engineering, you can do stream analytics, you can do data science and ML algorithms, all of that you can do, which makes a Databricks an important tool, right? So in Databricks, we generally write code. Here you write either SQL or Python. So to learn Databricks, you need to have either one of the language understanding, either SQL or Python, okay? But if you don't know any code, any sort of coding, you can start with Data Factory. If you know coding as well, then also you can start with Data Factory. But like if and then you can learn Databricks as well if you know the coding, right? Coding as in SQL or Python, if you know, you can start with any of this, right? So these are the important tool. Data Factory is an important tool. Databricks is also an important tool, right? And then here you have a Fabric, right? So suppose if I go to Fabric, for example. So in Fabric is basically the combination of many tools. You have Data Factory, you have like, sorry, Data Factory is also there. Then you have like this data engineering where you can run your Spark code. Then you have data warehouse as well. And then you have data science as well, right? So it has many tools, right? It has many tools. But suppose if you learn Data Factory separately, you can work here as well in the Fabric that without any problem. If you learn Spark, right, you can work over here in the data engineering as well without any problem because they are just it's combining, so it's just a UI difference here and there, but it's not like you need to start from the beginning and then learn from the beginning, right? It's not like that, right? And if you know Power BI, this will be easy job for you, right? So this is a combination of everything, right? So you and then but companies are recently incorporating Fabric. So suppose it has been 1 year, so it's not like you have a full-fledged project in Fabric right now, but companies are slowly incorporating Fabric, and companies are doing migration of Fabric, but in 95% of the companies still Data Factory and Databricks has been used, but you should have a basic understanding of Fabric and how it is Fabric because companies are slowly adopting Fabric, right? So you should have a basic understanding of Fabric as well. Data Factory we spoke, Databricks also we spoke, and Fabric we spoke. Synapse Analytics is basically similar to Data Factory and Databricks, right? Then you have a DevOps, then you have this data lake storage, okay? So these are the starter tool you should focus on, okay? You should focus on all of these tools to learn, okay? All right, now I will go to this tab of coding is required. How much coding is required? So you, as I told, data factory, you don't need any sort of a coding. For Databricks, you need some sort of a coding, either SQL or Python. Any one of the language is fine, because in Databricks you can write SQL and also you can write Python. Okay. Who can learn? Like a fresher can also learn. 5 years of experience can also learn. 10 years of experience guy can also learn. Each of the person can get a job in this particular field, right? So as a fresher, what you need to do is, the mistake which people generally do is they don't write relevant skill set in your in the resume, right? So, but if you prepare your resume well, if you write relevant skill set in the resume, and if you continuously be focused, instead of like sometimes apply data analysis job, sometimes you apply data science job. So instead of doing that, if you are focused in data engineering itself, and then if you're continuously applying and learning in a particular direction, then you can get a job, right? So without any problem. And the people who has like 10 years of experience can also learn. So anybody can learn data engineering without any problem. Okay. All right. So tools we have focused on, and then let me check the chat if there is any question. Somebody has written, can you help me doing project? We will do projects like 2 to 3 projects in the course curriculum, which I will show you what are the projects we'll do. Uh, all right, guys. So let me describe the roadmap, and then if you have any question, we can again like. Yeah, so I will come to like how to practice things. So where to practice section is there. We will understand that over there, right? So let me come to the roadmap and where to practice, and then we will take up the question. Okay. So what is the roadmap of this, right? So now the roadmap is basically like, suppose learning this data factory and all those things, right? So suppose what I can do is I can go to YouTube, for example, and I can type like data factory, Azure data factory, Azure data factory, and I can start watching these videos, right? And also similarly, I can write Azure Data Bricks, for example, Azure Data Bricks as well over here, Azure Data Bricks, and I can start watching these videos, right? So that I can do, all of this I can do, right? And I can learn from here, right, for free. But what's the problem here where I can assist you is, so suppose when you go to the YouTube, you won't be able to understand, I have 2 years of experience, so how much I should learn? I have 3 years of experience, how much I should learn? I have 5 years of experience, how much I should learn? And then how to put the learning into the resume as a form of a project, and how to basically prepare for interviews, right? What are the challenges? So suppose in those projects, what are the technical challenges you face, right? Because yeah, you'll not find that kind of a structuring, like how like what are the technical challenges you face in the interview, and then how to project the interview. You will not get that, right? But in the roadmap, what we'll do, we will cover everything, right? We will first of all do projects, then I will help you, to write the project in the resume. So I will help you with all of this task, right? So first of all, whenever you are doing any sort of, yeah, whenever you're finding any sort of a job, what are the things important, right? First of all, you need a relevant skill set, like skills, right? And then you need like projects to be done. Then you need like a resume, a good resume, right? So we will give you some sample resume. Then you need some sort of interview question, right? So we'll give you the interview question which can be asked from that project. Then we'll give you the so we will give you the sample resume so that you can prepare your resume. Then we'll give you the interview question which can be asked from the those projects. And then we'll help you with a scenario based question which can be asked from the project, right? Scenario based question. And then suppose what are the technical challenges you have faced, and then how you can do the optimization and all of that, right? So we will help you with everything, right? So which you doesn't get that kind of a thing in YouTube or in Udemy and all of those, right? So where we will help you and we'll help you to do everything, right? And then what's the roadmap? Roadmap is, suppose let me open this for Azure Data Engineering course. All right. So in the Azure Data Engineering course, what we will do, this course will go for 2 months, as I told, right? Here we learn data factory, we learn Databricks, we learn Synapse Analytics, we learn also Fabric, right? The doubts will be cleared end to end in the class. We'll do 3 live projects, right? So all of this will be covered, and then we'll cover Azure basics, we'll cover Azure fundamental, we'll cover data factory component, we'll cover the data loading, right? And then we'll cover pipeline monitoring, and we cover Azure DevOps stuff. We'll cover Key Vault, we'll cover data modeling, what is fact, what is dimension, what is SC type implementation. Then we'll do one project, which is a data migration project. Then we will basically do like a Databricks training in which we'll understand the Spark architecture, we'll understand data lake, Delta Lake, we'll cover like all the processing, we'll cover the Key Vault, Databricks, and then we'll do one another project, right? Then we'll cover Synapse, and in Synapse as well, we'll do one particular project, right? And then in the course, we added extra Fabric topics in which we'll give you the overview about Fabric so that you are aware about Fabric, right? All the different component of the Fabric will also give you that. So in this particular course, it's centered around data factory or data migration. So centered around data factory. Then we will also learn Databricks, Synapse Analytics, and then Fabric, right? That also will be covered. So in overall 100% of the course, we'll cover 60 to 65% data factory, then 20% Fabric, 20% Databricks, and rest is Synapse Analytics, and those things we'll cover, right? All right, so this is about the data engineering course, right? And now suppose somebody wants to learn only big data processing and Spark, right? So we have this particular Databricks, Azure Databricks and Spark course curriculum, right? So we have a Azure Databricks and Spark course curriculum where you can learn like the Spark architecture, Databricks architecture, RDT data frame, Data Lake, Azure DevOps, Git integration, Databricks CLI backup process, Spark UI, SRE type implementation, Medallion architecture, Lakehouse architecture, Spark optimization, and then we'll cover scheduling task, right? So what are the things we'll be covering? We'll covering the large scale data processing. We'll cover your performance in the pipeline, Spark job optimization, SE type implementation, Medallion architecture implementation. We'll cover all of this topic in this Databricks and Spark course curriculum. Okay. So you can enroll for both of the course curriculum together, right? And then you can go for 4 months. This course will go for 4 months, or you can go for Azure Data Engineering course curriculum as well, right? Now, just to make it summary, like, so suppose I will just try to open this so that it's much more clear for you. So in the summary, in the Azure Data Engineering course curriculum, what we will do, we will cover, like, we will give 3 years of experience. You can show by doing Azure Data Engineering course curriculum. Then what will be taught? ADF will be taught, Databricks will be taught, Synapse Analytics will be taught, warehousing will be taught, and also Fabric will be taught, right? We will do 3 projects. We will learn data factory, we'll learn full load, delta load, ADF, Databricks, Synapse Analytics, Fabric. You can get 3 years and more years of experience. Who can do? Everybody can do, and we will learn from the scratch, right? Salary expectation, you can get up to 15 to 20 LPA salary by doing this course curriculum. Batch start date is 21st of March. Okay. Now the Databricks course curriculum, the separate Databricks course curriculum, which I was showing you, which is centered around the big data processing in Spark. Here we will get 3 years of experience. What will be taught? Databricks will be taught, Spark will be taught, Unity Catalog will be taught. 3 projects we'll also do here. We'll learn about Databricks, we'll learn about Medallion architecture, Spark optimization. It's also provides you 3 years of experience. You can learn SQL and Python up to 15 to 20 LPA you can get. And this course we started like 1 month back, so you can still join that particular course, right? And then you can continue. You can join the future batch as well after that if you're not able to catch up. But we'll give you the recording of the current batch, right? Then we have a combined course, like, which is a combination of both of the courses, right? So if you want to learn everything, right, everything from the start till the end, if you want to learn everything, you want to learn for 4 months, then you can enroll for the combined course where we learn everything. We learn data factory, we learn Databricks, we learn Synapse Analytics, we learn the Fabric, right? We learn everything. Then we will do 5 to 6 projects in this. Benefits are you learn data migration, you learn Spark optimization, you learn about everything. And then if your salary expectation is more than 20-25 LPA, then you should do this particular course, right? For this as well, the batch starts from 21st of March, 8 p.m. IST, right? And then the time it will be the 4 months course. First we'll learn data engineering, and then we'll learn Databricks and Spark. So this is a summary of everything. 3 years of experience, 3 years of experience, 5 years of experience. What will it offer? ADF, Databricks, Fabric, Synapse Analytics, warehousing. It is centered around Databricks, Spark, Unity Catalog, Marine architecture. So we'll learn at that. In combined course, we'll learn both, right? So this is the benefit. This is about everything about the course curriculum. Now, if you have any question, you can ask me now. Like I will just give you the option so that you can ask question. Give me a moment. Uh, 1 second, guys. I think you can unmute yourself and ask question if you have any. Let's take 2, 3 questions and then we'll continue with the demo, guys. Yeah, guys. Anybody has any question, you can unmute yourself and ask if you have. Yes, Pankaj, go ahead, please. Pankaj, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for this syllabus you had explained, no?
Yeah.
So what are the this experience you are telling? Can you tell me this properly?
Uh,
It's about this syllabus.
Means which syllabus?
This Azure
Data
syllabus.
engineering, right?
Yes.
So you get 3 years of experience. We will cover data factory. We will cover Databricks. We'll cover data fabric. We'll also cover Synapse Analytics. We'll also cover warehousing. We will do 3 projects. You get 3 years of experience. You learn this like data migration, full load, delta load. Uh, one project in data factory, one project in Databricks, one project in Synapse, and also you'll learn fabric. You learn from scratch, right? And you can expect up to 15 to 20 LPA by doing this particular
So
course.
which is better in this? Can I know?
Better as in,
Means which one we can take for career purpose?
what is your profile?
Means for data engineering. Or
Yeah, so you should take Azure Data Engineering course if you are 2 to 3 years of experience guy, but you can take a combined course as well, where you learn more and then you get more experience, you get more package as well,
yeah,
like combination of both course, okay?
means different combination, no? Correct.
Combination as in both course, right? So we have 2 courses, data engineering, Databricks. So you take a combined course, you learn both course. So either you take this or you take this data engineering one. If your expectation, salary expectation is more than 20 LPA, then you take this combined course. If your expectation is less than 20 LPA, you take Azure Data Engineering course.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Anybody has another question, guys?
Sorry, please, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask on some jobs, like most jobs, I want to ask, is it that okay? The some are actually requesting for Azure Data Engineering, and others are requesting for Databricks. Like, are the job descriptions different, or some jobs take it combined? Because I actually have a master's degree in data science, and it
Mm-hmm.
has been a struggle for me to get a job because I need something hands-on. So that's why I want to
Mm-hmm.
subscribe to this course. So um I actually like want to know this, like, because I'm thinking of taking the combined, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, like, most jobs, is it that they're actually like centered around maybe okay, Azure Data Engineering only, or Databricks and Spark only for big data, or most of them are combined. So like I would
So most
know
of them
how
are
to.
combined. Most of them are combined, right? So,
Okay.
but suppose why it is separated? Those courses are separated. Reason being that sometimes student comes to us and then they don't have any coding understanding. For them, data engineering is better because we learn data factory mostly there. And then if somebody has a coding background, they can start with Databricks and Spark. That is why we separated both of the course. But in most of the job, they need both in detail. But when you have, like, I have 2 years of experience or 3 years of experience, then I can manage with one of them. Reason being that when you're finding a job having 2, 3 years of experience, then people don't expect much from you. So you can be a master in one of the tool, like in data factory, Databricks, like you can learn one of the tool, or you learn Databricks only in detailed manner. People don't expect much from you. But when you have more experience, like 4 to 5 years of experience, then you should take a combined course because people expect more from you in that case. And you also increase like job openings, because you learn both of the technology in very well manner. So you increase your chances of getting a job if you do a combined course, and hence you need to learn for 4 months as well in that case.
Okay, okay, I understand. So that means for each for like Azure Data Engineering now is 2 months, whereby the
Yeah,
second one is 2 months, right?
yeah. This both are
Oh,
two
okay.
two months.
Both
So once you do
oh,
combined course, it's four
it will
months
be four
course in
months.
that case.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Thank you so much. So
Yeah.
would you be the one to tell us the price, or how would we get the price?
So
The
yeah, so
amount?
price will be told like just after 10 to 15 minutes. Once
Okay.
I give the demo, price will be told. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody has any other domain? Sorry, question, guys.
Hi.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Actually, my company is demanding for Microsoft Fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
So, my question is like, will this course help me? Like, I have to cover Microsoft Fabrics as soon as possible. So, going through this data engineering, then, like you said, Databricks, then coming to this Microsoft Fabrics, like, I'm not getting it. How to deal with this?
So what's your like how much experience you have total?
I have 5 years of experience in
Uh-huh.
Informatica Power Center and IDQ. So now
Uh-huh.
they're demanding me for uh, Microsoft Fabrics. So
What you, if you have total like your project is totally into the fabric, you're saying, right?
yeah, it will be migrated soon. So they want us to learn it as soon as possible. So
Yeah, so in that case, so suppose data engineering as your fabric also have a data factory component. So suppose if I go over here, and do you know any sort of like data processing in or data migration in uh, like in Azure, or you don't know that?
no, I just use this
So suppose
CI/CD
here if I
pipeline.
go to the fabric, over here
Uh-huh.
if I go fabric, it has a data factory component, right, over here.
Mm, 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 mm.
And then it has a data engineering component as well, which is basically built on Spark. So now
Mm, mm,
I in Fabric, I also done very small mock POC that I have done. So people who are from the different background, like a data factory background,
mm,
they can easily work with Fabric because they know data factory very well. So,
mm,
so if you learn data factory, you can easily learn with Fabric as well. And I will tell you during the class, like, hey, this is a Fabric and this is how you can work with data. So I taught you data factory, but now you can use all the learning of data factory in this manner. So yeah, so you will slowly like incorporate into the Fabric as well. That will be done because Fabric is combination of all the tools. So we'll learn data factory and then I will tell you the UI difference which there is, and then you can work with Fabric as well in that case.
mm, mm, mm. But do you suggest me like this is like they need it as soon as possible?
Mhm.
So
And so it will take 2 months duration of time to learn, and if you are
mhm.
okay to devote 2 months, then yeah, you
Mm,
can take up this course.
got it, got it. I'll think on it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys. Anybody has another question?
Hi, I have a question basically. Here we mentioned Synapse, ADF, and Databricks. Synapse
Mhm.
itself is having everything, like ADF is integrated with it, and
Mhm.
Databricks is basically like a computation, like a transformation tool.
Mhm.
So why it's separately we needed on real time?
So suppose sometimes company don't need everything, right? So suppose if I need suppose my requirement is I only want to do data migration. I am not interested in like your warehouse creation, or I am not interested in like the data transformation, those things. Then I can opt only for data factory instead of opting for everything, right? Which is Synapse. So yeah, so that is why it's separated. If you have more requirement and if you want one-stop solution for everything, then you can go for Synapse. And nowadays people are not going for Synapse as well. They have like many requirements, and then they are going for Fabric. So that is why it's separated. When you want to focus only on the orchestration and ETL, you can go for data factory. And when you want to have one-stop solution for everything, then you can go for either Synapse or either Fabric.
Okay, thank you.
I have one question regarding the Databricks. Like, do you need the whole knowledge of Python to learn the PySpark and the
You
Spark?
need either SQL or Python. Either SQL or Python. If you know any one of the language, then you can work with the Databricks, because in Databricks you can write SQL and also you can write Python.
And in your course, do you teach like about how to run the PySpark jobs and the loading with the PySpark and everything?
Yes, I will teach every the concept from the Spark perspective, but I will not teach language during the course. Suppose if you ask me what is list, what is array, what is numpy, what is pandas, and then what is select clause, what is where clause, what is filter, what is window function, all of that I will not teach. What I
Okay.
will teach is what is Spark optimization and how to monitor a Spark job, how Spark job runs, what is task stages. So related to Spark, I will teach, and you can learn that if you know one of the language, either SQL or Python, you can
Because
work
I'm
with
good at
Databricks.
SQL but not good at Python, and
Completely fine. You can
yeah,
learn it.
so and our team is moving to the Databricks, and like we have requirement to migrate the XML file, XSD file to
Uh-huh.
the database. So sometimes we need this PySpark also to
Yeah.
do that, and so I'm a bit struggling with that. So I'm looking to get more knowledge into it.
Yeah, you can learn, no problem. So you can learn, like if you know one of the language, you can learn Databricks without any problem.
And the current batch you are saying is already started, and if I will gonna join, will I able to cope up with that, or when is the next
So
batch
you
will
will
gonna
you will
start?
get the recording of the current batch, right? And then you can start attending. Currently, we are teaching Spark optimization, so you can start attending. And
Okay.
then you will be given, so you can join the current batch with the option of joining future batch as well. So you will join the future
And
batch
when
that will
it's
start
gonna be second batch,
in
like?
next month in April we'll start it.
Okay, okay.
Okay. All right. Anybody has any other question, guys? One, I will take one last question and then we'll continue.
Hi Abhishek, I have one question.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm from a non-technical background. Are there any prerequisites to join
No,
Azure Data Engineering?
there is no prerequisite. If you want to learn combined course, then there is no prerequisite. It's you can learn, like you can join. There is no prerequisite.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead now, and I will take a few 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and I will cover other topics as well, which I have written in my slide. So how we can practice, right? So how we can practice? So practice, all the practice session will be done in portal.azure.com. Over here, all the session practice you can do, right? So over here, you can get the subscription for a month for free, and after that, you can upgrade your subscription to pay as you go. Okay. So suppose I can use my credit card, and then I can do all like practice over here. But suppose after 1 month, I can upgrade my account to pay as you go. That also I can do, right? So then the cost is generally 3,000, 2,000. It is for me, but for you, it will be around 1,000 to 1,500 rupees. For all my students, it's like that. For me, it's a bit more, reason being I am doing some projects or I am also supporting other clients and all of that, right? So that for me, it's a bit more, but for you, it will be 1,000 rupees to 1,500 rupees a month. Once a month expire, and you can also create another account, right? And if you don't want to do it, you need to bear this particular cost, like which is 1,000 to 1,500 rupees a month, which here will practice and all the classes will go here, right? So as I told, we will do projects. I will give you the like we will do projects. I will help you to write the project in your resume. I will help you to make your resume, right? All of this help I will give you. And then interview preparation and all of that. So like generally whenever any so suppose let me show you that. So for all the interviews, like let me open. Yeah. So what we will do, like I am always giving interviews in a month. I schedule 2 to 3 interviews, though I'm not switching, but I just to be in the market and just to understand what's going in the market. I try to give interviews. So all the question from the project will be given to you from my own understanding, right? So I basically give you the, suppose this is the Databricks interview question which I recently given, and then I will give you all of this interview question, right? In the end. So suppose like suppose I will give you the Tiger Analytics interview question. This is a Microsoft interview question, Deloitte interview question, all of that I will give you. And this I generally prepare by me appearing to multiple interviews, right? So this is how I prepare the interview. So I will also tell you what are the scenario based interview question asked. And then suppose if I show you that, hey, this is the general interview question which I prepare by giving the interview. So this is a draft, and then I prepare a slide which I will share with you, right? So interview question and then scenario. This is how we also handle a scenario based question. I am appearing to multiple interviews, trying to collect scenario based question and then giving it to you, right? So yeah, so this is how we will cover up the interviews. And then after the course curriculum, you can also do the certificates, which is mentioned over here, right? So here you can do data fundamental, data engineer, and then you can also do this data engineer certification. And so suppose this certification is getting retired now, so you can do the Fabric certification as well without any problem. And we will support you for that. And similarly for the Databricks course curriculum, you can do Data Engineer Associate course certificate. So in the slide it's mentioned already. Let me open that. Yeah, so you can do this two certificate, the Data Engineer Associate certificate. This certificate you can do after the course curriculum. Okay. So this is about the certificate, and then also the summary about the courses, right? So now I think if you don't have any question, I have also explained the salary expectation, right? So now if you don't have any question, like I will hand over to Karthik, and the Karthik you can take it forward.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse, and Fabrics. So I just wanted to know, like, which one is easiest and easy to get
Nothing is
into,
easy.
land in a job?
Nothing is easy.
Okay.
So neither Data Factory is easy, nor Databricks is easy, nor Synapse is easy. So I will not, there is no easy path. Every path is requires your work, requires your dedication. But which path is better for you, that I can definitely suggest.
Yeah.
So suppose if you know code, if you don't know coding, and if you want to start like a beginning, right? If you don't have any knowledge or anything, start with Data Factory. That is better. But if you have some sort of a data processing knowledge, then you can start with Databricks as well. In that case, is my recommendation. And then you can slowly like start to adapt with Fabric. Uh, this is how it has been designed, right? So you can take a combined course where you learn Data Factory in detailed manner, then you learn Databricks in a detailed manner, then you basically prepared in 4 months. But suppose if you have some sort of a expectation, which is a less salary expectation, or you have 2-3 years of experience, then you can take data engineering only, Azure Data Engineering only, and learn Data Factory and all the other like Databricks and apps in the basic manner, and then you start your job. So this is how you can go about it.
So the extra one is the next course is Databricks, and
Yes.
how many classes on it?
We will take around 70 classes, combining both of them, and individual course will take around 30 to 35 classes.
So just the Databricks will be 30 to 35.
Yeah, so just Databricks is also 30 to 35, and then Azure Data Engineering is also 30 to 35. If you combine both, then it's around 70 classes.
Okay. Is there any possibility you can do simultaneous, like?
I can do simultaneously, but you won't be able to learn simultaneously. I taught around, like, it has been 2 years I'm teaching students, and none of the student till now came to me, and then so I have given the courses simultaneously as well, but it's too much work. So suppose if you think about it, each course is 30 classes, 30 to 35 classes, right? So which is around
Yeah.
1 to 1.5 hour of recording.
Yeah.
Now, when you practice it, you need 2 hours for one class. So it's around like you need to practice for 60 more hours after I teach you for 30 hours. So you need to learn like 90 hours you need to devote in 30 days, which is like around 2 to 3 hours daily you need to give. But suppose if you just make it double, you need to give 6 hours daily, dedicatedly for 2 months, which is very difficult to give. So take one course at a time, finish one course, then you do another course.
Okay. And Microsoft Fabric, how many classes would you do on that?
I will take 5-6 classes for Microsoft Fabric, 6-7 classes for Databricks, 2-3 classes for the warehousing concept, 1-2 classes for Synapse, and rest is Data Factory. In Data Factory course curriculum, in Databricks course curriculum, everything is Data Fabrics and Spark.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Karthik, do you want to share your screen and like give the offers for this course for joining the course? I have 2 years of experience as a
Yes,
data
Abhishek.
analyst and
Yes,
run
I'll
currently
explain.
seeking a job. For better, I have hands-on in this. So I have 2 years of experience. So yeah, you can take a combined course, just Raj, just to answer your question, as you have 2 years of experience, right?
Yeah, hi Karthik. So I have one query. So I attended IICS demo as well in morning from Raj Technologies. Okay, I'm basically Informatica Power Center developer. So can you please suggest to go for IICS or this course?
Hello, Karthik, are you there?
Yes, Abhishek. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's asking question regarding like the morning ISCS batch, I think so, which I'm not aware.
Venkat Garu, can you just like repeat your question again, please?
So in morning I attended IICS demo from Raj Technologies.
Okay.
So I'm basically Informatica Power Center developer. So can I go ahead with IICS or Azure? What is your suggestion?
See, both clouds are good. Okay. So like as you already like Informatica Power Center developer, so in your mind, like if you have like, you want to switch to cloud, so any of this cloud is fine for you. Okay. You can opt for like any of these two clouds. But if you have in your mind that like if you want to continue with the Informatica only, then you can opt for the Informatica cloud. Or else in your mind, if you have any thought that like, yes, I want to go out of Informatica and I want to try some other new clouds. Okay. So if you are thinking in this way, then I would suggest you to go for Azure Data Engineering and Databricks.
Okay.
Karthik, I will be dropping off now. You can continue this demo forward, okay?
Sure, Abhishek. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. Bye.
So, hi. Hi once again. This is Karthik from Raj Cloud Technologies. Okay, so I'm the admin here. So, like, I'll be helping you throughout the registration process, and I'll be helping you about all the details, the duration, whatever the concerns you have, you can ask me here, and I'll be also helping you for the like special prizes as well. Okay. So just let me share the things with you. Just a second. Yeah. So yeah, let me help you with the complete clear details here. So we have Azure Data Engineering and Databricks course as well. Okay, Data Engineering plus Databricks. So whoever want to enroll for only data engineering, only data engineering, only data engineering, actual price is 20K. Okay, if you want to go for both data engineering and Databricks, 20K plus 20K, it is 40K for you. Okay, so only data engineering, only Databricks, so it will be 20K for you. Okay, so if someone want to get both data engineering and Databricks, they will be getting a discount of 6,000 rupees today. So you'll be getting a discount of 6,000 rupees today. Okay, so I'm mentioning you once again, this offer is available only today. That too, whoever attended this demo, only for them, like we are offering this price. Okay, so after discount, what is the price of this course, both data engineering and Databricks? It is just 34,000 rupees to you. Okay, in the same way, for the data engineering, for only data engineering, you will get a discount of 2,000 rupees. Discount of 2,000 rupees, that is a 10%. So your price will be just 18K. And for the Databricks as well, okay, so you'll be getting a discount of 2,000 rupees. So your price will be just 18,000 rupees here. Okay, so in the data engineering, like what you will get in the data engineering, you can get Oracle SQL, Data Factory, Synapse Analytics, Microsoft Fabric, and Databricks Basics. Databricks Basics. All these things you will get in data engineering. Okay, so now coming to the Databricks. In this Databricks also, you are going to get Oracle SQL Common, big data processing using Spark, Spark optimization techniques, Lakehouse and Mendelian architectures as well. Mendelian architecture as well. Okay, so on these things that you'll be getting in Databricks. So coming to the data engineering, 3 projects will be covered here. Okay, 3 projects will be covered. Three projects will be covered here. In Databricks, we'll be covering 2 projects. So both data engineering duration is 2 months and the Databricks duration is 2 months. Okay. So and the class timings will be evening 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. IST. Okay, so make sure that these are IST timings. Okay, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. IST. And coming to the recorded classes, it will be given lifetime. Okay, lifetime recordings will be given. No need to worry about that. Okay, so once the class is done, so within no time, like we'll upload this class to our website. Okay, so where you can access the complete material and the video for lifetime. If you have any questions regarding any kind of registration or timings, like whatever the timings, I mean, whatever the doubts you have, you can unmute and you can ask. Batch is starting from 21st of March, as already like Abhishek Garu explained you here. Let me check unmute access. Yes, unmute access is given to you people. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can unmute and you can ask. Any questions from your end?
Hi, this is Aruna.
Yes,
I
Harshita,
have a
please tell
question.
me.
I want to know the market, like which is good for Informatica Cloud or this or Azure.
See, on cloud technologies, right now from the last 8 months, I can say that all clouds are good. Okay, not only the Azure, not only the Informatica cloud, not only the AWS. Okay, not only the Snowflake or Salesforce kind of things, or not GCP. Okay, so all the clouds are good right now in the market. Okay, so if you want to try a new cloud other than Informatica, as already in the Informatica field, if you don't want to go again on Informatica, okay, then you can plan for some other clouds. any cloud is good. Okay, I cannot say that like only the Azure is good, only the Snowflake is good. Okay, among the comparison of each cloud, I can say that Azure is a fast growing cloud than others. Okay, so if you just check like a global cloud market for 2023, so the Azure is having just around like 8 to 9%, but now it has grown to 16% in the 2024 year. Okay, so I can say this Azure is a fast growing cloud, and we have a very good opportunities on all the clouds, right? Yeah. So still any confusion? Just let me know.
No, good. Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions from anyone? If you are unable to unmute, you can just text me as well. You can text in the chat box also. Yes, as I told you, the class timings will be like evening 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. IST. Yeah, even if you're a fresher, you want to step into the cloud, yes, definitely you can take out this. See, for freshers, I can suggest you the any cloud is fine. Okay, because if you just pick, see, I have visited a college like a month ago. Okay, I have seen few resumes as well. So out of 100 resumes, I can see that 100 to 100 out of resumes, they are having only three things in their resumes. One is a database, second one is Python, third one is Java. For sure, they'll be good at Java or they'll be good at Python. That's it. Okay. So when you come out with these skill set, for sure the market is very high for you. I mean, the competition is very high because everyone is coming with the same technology itself. Everyone is having the same profile itself. Everyone is having the same knowledge itself. Okay. For freshers, if you really want to try something new, if you really want to get like out of the competition world and all, then I suggest you to go for some cloud technologies. So either Azure, AWS, GCP, Snowflake. Okay, so Snowflake is also like one of the trending technology right now. Okay, so any of these technologies, like you can opt, no problem. Sorry. Yeah, someone texted me about the discount and all. So for your further details, you can contact us. You can contact us on these numbers 8105296858 and so 63616 I am sharing the numbers in the chat box, and you can see in our website as well. If you can just open the website, you can see here. See here is our number 8105296858. For like I can see this something, I think Saujanya, I think so. I'm not sure the name. Okay, so you can just connect us on this number and you can discuss about your discount at all. No problem. My team will help you on that. Yeah, Jairaj, I think so. Jasraj, sorry for that. So you can just call me on this number. I'll be helping you for further details. Okay, I'll be helping you on for further details. And the people who are enrolling now, okay, so as I can see, like 8 people are already enrolled here. Okay, so you can start watching the, see if you have the Oracle knowledge, that is fine. If not, you can just start practicing the Oracle. I think like my team has shared you the Oracle videos and the Oracle software as well. You can install in your system and you can start watching the Oracle classes and you can practice well. Okay, and after completion of Oracle, you can start with Azure classes as well. We will be sharing you the first 10 classes Azure, first 10 classes videos of previous batch, where you can watch all these 10 classes videos and you can practice. Meanwhile, once the batch gets started, you are going to hear the same 10 classes once again in the live also, so that it will help you more to understand clearly. Okay, so whoever enrolled now, you can start watching these videos, and like who are planning for this course, you can start enrolling today, so that as I told you, you will be given these Oracle videos and the first 10 classes of last batch videos as well, so that like you can start watching these things. Just as you can just call me like after 10 to 15 minutes, so that I'll be available and I can help you on this number. So if you have any questions regarding the registrations or any other details you require, you can just unmute yourself and you can ask me, please. Hope you are good with the details. Hope you are good with the details, as I can see like no questions from your end. So can we wind up the session now? Can we? So just give me chat box. Just give me yes sir in the chat box, so that like we'll end up the session now. Just give me yes if you are good with everything. Thank you, Sandeep. I just received one reply. Yeah. Thank you, Harshita. Yeah. Fine then. Hope everyone is good with the details and all. Okay. Microsoft Fabric classes covered in ADF course or in ADB course. So Fabric is covered in the data engineering itself. Okay. So where you can see these like data engineering. So data engineering is a combination of Data Factory, Synapses and Analytics, Databricks Basics, and Microsoft Fabric will be covered in the data engineering program only. Okay. So hope you are clear with this, Sai Kumar Garu. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can just text me in the chat box at least, or else you can unmute yourself and you can proceed as well. Yeah, you can complete the certifications also. Okay, you can see here, we have mentioned few certifications here. Okay, so Microsoft Fundamentals, Microsoft Azure Data Fundamentals, okay, Microsoft Azure Data Engineer, Microsoft Databricks, Data Engineer, so Databricks Data Engineer. So all these certifications you can clear, all the certifications you can clear after taking this training. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, hope everyone is clear with the things. So thank you all for joining the session. So have a wonderful evening now. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Yeah, bye.